Alright, so Adair's all goofed up now. Again. Although he had major exhaustion before and he has like minor exhaustion now, so like technically it's an upgrade from before. But it's probably recovered from by resting again. But then I'd have to rest again, and I just did that. It seems wasteful. Don't be wasteful. What's happening down here? Red Sirens.
Good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
They're marksmen and mercenaries. Defala. Ah.
Don't see many on these roads, and the few we do are hunters, woodcutters, or smugglers.
She's the one hunting the Orlin, right? She cocks an eyebrow at you and gives you a half smile. She holds herself with a confident grace, a conspicuous holster slung over the one hip. Beyond her is a wagon loaded with supplies. Manacles dangle from one end. Which are you? A hunter, woodcutter, or smuggler? The high, clear peals of her laughter ring across the snowy plain.
I suppose you could say I'm a hunter.
Her fingers drum the tooled leather of her holster.
I'm looking for a fugitive from Raid Ceres, an indentured servant, and a wanted criminal.
The smile disappears from her face like a candle flame snuffed out by the wind. She watches you through humorless eyes. What exactly is he wanted for?
Besides breaking his indenture, he slew his master's 13-year-old son, killed the boy before he fled.
Ooh, skein and slave specific dialogue in there. What I don't like about this is that you inherently have to express your judgment no matter what. And in this case, like, can't blame a man for seeking his freedom. You have to say his name, which we haven't said his name. She hasn't said his name, so that's revealing that I know who he is and where he is, which I'm trying not to do. Save it, slaver. I'd never help you. Someone nods at you with an approving half smile.
I figured that might be the case. Trouble is, I can't let you warn him. But don't worry, I got other uses for you.
She draws her pistol.
Clever sort like you would make a fantastic clerk's assistant. Lucky for you, clerks tend to make kinder masters.
Well, at least I'd be relatively well off for a slave. To fall and her compatriots rush at you. Well, a lot of my decisions are really simplified by people deciding, well, we're time to attack. Significantly simplifies things a lot of the time. Alright. I think I'm going to want a bit more front lining here. So we deal with you. I want all of you guys to obliterate this guy. But also maybe you on this guy. Got messy and confusing quickly. Okay. Are you weakened? Didn't this used to be a bigger circle? Maybe it looked bigger back when the lighting looked different in this game, because everything's so white now. Both this game and Monster Hunter have an issue where, like, now both games have ice expansions where the floor is white, and so in this case the AoE circle is just harder to see on the white. And in Monster Hunter's case, they have like those glittery, like Dark Souls like little, like, oh look, a little glittery white thing on the ground, you can pick it up, but it's white stuff on snow. It's like, that's not very helpful. Let's see. I should be able to hit all the melee people with this. And you have plenty to get a couple of these going. Yeah. One less target on our tank would be good. That seems to have helped a bit. So he's currently casting the buff. There we go. Holy Radiance will help everybody out. Good for a laugh. And then everybody take a negative. How'd you do? Grieving Mother does 18 damage. Not amazing. Oh, not even enough to reach 30, huh? Unimpressive. No wounds on our monk. I've made him too good at not dying. Or there's just so much going on that, frankly, there's just not a lot of combat happening at him right now, I suppose. Let's wait for one more chant. Oh, I'm over here. That's slightly awkward. There we go. All three of them. Haha. That's fantastic and ridiculous. Do you not have a target? Hit him. There you go. What's your AI set to? Ah, aggressive. Save. There we go. That's why you're not finding targets fast enough. I want you always attacking. That's how you generate your core resource.
I'm starting to miss my neighbors.
They weren't so tough. Starting to miss my neighbors is a hell of a line. Because his neighbors were the people that were mass slaughtering people and were planning on killing him next. It's not the happiest world out here, though, is it? Hello, horse. How you doing? Is there any kind of interaction? Just gonna hang out? This horse just watched everyone die. Now it's just gonna hang out. We not have any use for a horse? Oh well. Zawa's leveled up. My good, there's so many. The long pain fists is a really strange ability. Rooting pain. Every time you gain a wound, there's a shockwave that hits everybody around you. Which, admittedly, is the most common thing. I may need to make him easier to hurt. Reflects half of things. Yeah, I do love the reflection ability. It's so cool. Critical hits weaken your opponent. By targeting certain points on an enemy, the monk is able to inflict physical weakness. Mind Constitution down by 2, movement down by 1, Fortitude and Will reduced by 20. It's a passive bonus to crits. Force of Anguish is the really cool knockback ability. That one's a fun one. It's not even per encounter. It's 2 wounds. So like you can just do that over and over again if you're taking enough wounds. Yeah, long strides is just a passive movement speed bonus. I gotta get Force of Anguish, it's just a cool ability. And now I've got it.
Zawa is ready.
Zawa has significant knockback. Zawa's gonna fuck a dude up. Well, it's one thing taken care of.
Light, flame, and sound.
Because as expected, basically everything that I've encountered, that I've heard about is gonna start coming up now. This carcass steams in the snowy chill. The kill is recent. Oh. That's probably evidence of... Where's the beetle? Oh, there it is. I take this probably evidence of the wolf I'm supposed to be tracking. I think I might have found the den first before all the other indications of its existence. You spy a tuft of fur caught on the shrub. You recognize the scent of wolf. Wow, there's all these clues about its presence, but I went straight for its den, then wrapped around and found the clues. Now that they're not that relevant, as far as I can tell. Get him. You seem to be getting all gunked up, huh? What is hitting you? Not the strongest bonus, is it? Gon's share, slight, heal. Heals for 0 endurance. That's right. That's interesting. The carnage hits everybody around, which means all of that AoE also applies to Gon's share's heal. That's unexpected. That's a thing I wasn't even planning on, that I've accidentally stumbled into being a cool idea. Big explosion, rawr. If she can stand up for 1 second. There she goes. Nope, there she goes again. What is she in? Get out of it. There we go. I'm not sure what that was. I think they just kind of gooped her up. They had some kind of goop attack that goops people up. We're fine.
I'm starting to miss my neighbors.
Nobody has taken any amount of noticeable damage. Adair can't seem to stop referring to missing his neighbors every single time anything happens these days, which is starting to get a little weird. Ooh. Cool crystals around here. What's going on here? It's a wounded wolf. This wolf lies in the snow, panting with exhaustion and pain. An arrow has pierced its foreleg, jutting gruesomely from the animal's flank. The wolf growls softly as you approach, tail between its legs. I have a chanter-specific ability to sing a song to calm the wolf. You approach the wolf slowly, singing a low and lilting melody. The animal's ears flatten, but it stops growling. Gradually the wolf stills, though it still gazes up at you fearfully. Examine the wound. The wolf appears to have crossed a hunter's path. A silver arrow has pierced the wolf's leg. The state of the fletching suggests the wolf tried to gnaw it off. Try to remove the arrow. Doesn't sound very encouraging, that option. Zawa moves forward to aid the animal. Your efforts to calm the wolf seem to have paid off, and the creature remains still, save for the occasional whimper. Zawa carefully removes the arrow, then binds the wound. Ah, monk power. There was no indication Zawa was going to do that till I clicked on it. So I guess certain party members are probably more capable of doing it. Barely an instant after Zawa is finished, the wolf suddenly scrambles to its feet. It regards you for a few long moments, then sets off through the trees in a limping trot.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
We're here to find a wolf. I feel like there's opportunity here for this to not play out as expected, which is basically all RPG quests usually, but in this particular case, it seems like there's chances to interact with and track the wolf. I don't think that was the wolf, it just sounded like it was a wolf. We didn't remark on it in any way of being unusual. Probably just a wolf. There's a big old pit here. Look at that thing. Okay, guys. I'm trying to be too stupid about being melee users. Okay, come on. You got stuck again? I will manually steer you around. There you go. Figure it out. There we go. Low endurance. Oh, shit. No, not that one. Was the heal? We'll start with this one because it's instantaneous. There, I think we did both of them. That's good. One of them will have instantly given me a bunch of health back. The other one is working on recovering it in the long term. Yeah, Swift Strike's on. Yeah. Let's just do some raw damage on top of all this. She's right back to basically dying. This is turning out to be a tougher fight than I expected. Oh wow, yeah. He has 7 wounds. Let's throw an extra ad down. You're doing okay at the moment. Who's currently fighting? Few of you are. What's the range of this ability? Melee only. Let's try to get some of them off her because there's too many happening right now, it seems. Maybe target the Greater Ice Blight. They are immune to prone, but it'll knock them away and do some damage. That's potentially something. Let's try to shield her from incoming damage. It's bound to be worth something. Are these new again? Champion's Boon. Friendly target. Gain might and perception and damage reduction. That's a lot. Wow. That is a lot of might and perception. Pillar of Holy Fire. Summons a flaming pillar of righteous anger, burning everyone in the area of effect. Not a foe AoE. Friendly AoE. Immune to paralyzed and petrified. Restore critical endurance. Shares a substantial portion of the caster's divine strength. Restoring a large amount of endurance to all allies in the area of effect. This far into the game, he learned to revive. That's useful. Might have to use that in a moment. All good effects get 10 more seconds. Wow. Wow. 25 bonus deflection to all allies in an area. I imagine deflection's not really the go-to stat right now, though. Crush damage. Ice Blight interrupted Greater Ice Blight. I feel like that's not the job you're supposed to be doing. I feel like you're kind of breaking your own rules there. Not your own rules, I mean, but it's like, that's like clearly not what that character's supposed to be trying to do usually. You goofed it up. I'm just gonna try to heal them. Okay. Phantom has joined the party. That was an aggressive amount of actions happening. Oh, this is my per encounter. I'm spending the one that's not per encounter. Whoops. This is a separate. It's essentially a new skill added to my list. This at least tries to cause an AoE attack that does reduced might, since that's one of the things we kind of need. They're not immune to frighten. That might help right now. She has a lot happening on her right now. Just a lot. Am I running at like? I think I was still running at increased speed, wasn't I? Slow things down a little bit. Okay. You need that speed bonus. There we go. Go for a little bit of self-heal. Immune. Ah. Was he just immune to all of your attacks? Yeah, doing 0 damage. And a crit for 0 damage. That's why we're having so much trouble. This party was unusually staffed with characters that were completely incapable of damaging them.
Sure. I could go for some shut-eye about now.
That is a lot of primal wind and water, though. Damn. Very useful. A Russetwood crater. And how'd you go and earn a name like that? You have some significance? Alright, well that was a dangerous fight, but things went okay-ish. But yeah, a lot of my characters are completely incapable of actually causing damage.
I will walk unseen.
They gave me the chance to be kind to the wolves. So it feels a little weird to attack other ones that are just kind of wandering around. We'll see what the options are here for resolving this quest. I'm curious if other things will come up at all.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious what I can do with this. That's a lot of damage per second, just kind of AoEing around the entire fight. Wow, you can really make a big loop. I kind of vaguely felt like you were capped out. The Rage Ball chant. Isn't this fun? I'm just kind of curious about how, like, if you just have it looping one chant over and over again, It's supposed to have a linger effect, so I'm wondering if I can see 2 different stacks of the same attack on the same enemy. If I can like track that. Because if it does linger like that, then you could just have an infinite loop of that attack happening. And if that's an option, then he could actually be doing twice as much damage per second via just that. And so like he doesn't have a lot of exciting and interesting abilities necessarily at that point. He's not really doing buffs and debuffs the way I thought a chanter would necessarily. But he's just continually burning the entire area around him with slash fire. That could be interesting. Speckleback jerky. This was some kind of hunting camp that seems to currently be abandoned. Chloe? Oh. Interaction. The walker. This cracked wooden staff is nearly buried beneath the frost and snow. To your senses, the gathered essence shines like a beacon. Examine the area. This camp is long abandoned, and what remains is buried beneath a layer of ice and snow. The staff seems to be the sole item of note. Touch the broken staff. Reach out with your watcher's senses and feel this drifting soul surge forward as if eager to be heard. A feeling of fear and urgency ripples through you. Here, across the distance spanned by time and identity, you know only that you are out of time.
Did you think to escape me by climbing a mountain? I would have tracked you across the sea, thief.
Please, Master, have mercy. I kept the grimoire hidden safely away, and I can take you to it.
The book is nothing. If you had studied a little longer, you might have learned that. But no apprentice of mine will steal from me and live.
Wait, no!
There's some book hidden away. He was killed for having stolen it.
I will walk unseen.
The fact that he stole it was more important than anything that was actually in it. A map. Ah, right, it always goes to the quest log. This yellowed piece of parchment shows a rough drawing of a cluster of trees, but little else. They could be anywhere in the White March. Ah. But it's a cluster of trees with a rock near them, and it's between 2 rivers. That might be easier to find. I don't think there's been rivers around here though, or have there? Unless those are paths. Even that seems iffy. We shall see. Because that seems to be the map to where the grimoire is hidden. I'm guessing there must be like a cool spell or some kind of useful information. Although he didn't seem to think it was that useful, so who knows. But they made finding it an ordeal, which would make you think that something's going to go on there. Dargol and Vampire Skirmisher. What's going on down here? A supplicant has arrived from Deerford Village, seeking a bunch of money or an escort. So this is just going to keep happening when I'm here, huh? If you ignore them, you lose 8 prestige and get plus 0 security for 3 days. Minor reputation with Deerford Village negative. We can send an escort. We've got people for that. Pagani's still busy for another 2 days. What's going on with these guys? Oh, there's more. To the Vampires and Felisa. I take it we're gonna want to talk to her. I pressed space on accident. Gently with the fingers. They're the best part. I don't want... A slow smile creeps across her face at your approach. The other men and women turn to look at you, their mouths filthy with blood and gobbets of flesh. Well, hello there, handsome. What brings you to this part of the Russetwood? So I take vampire to be like a vampire, is what they're going for, I think. I'm looking for an ogre matron. Oh, how nice. She's staring at you intently now, and doesn't appear to have heard your answer. A dwarf? You might be a little chewy, but a few hours of boiling should take care of that. Maybe baste you with a dark stout first. She licks her lips. Roll your eyes. She and her friends rush at you. Many of these frozen corpses are missing fingers or have had chunks of flesh cut out from their thighs and torsos. Yep, this one went from 0 to 100 right away, didn't it? Get some kind of a semblance of a battlefront here. Also make both of you get behind on this side. We're a little less flankable. Just a wee bit. Do that per encounter free one instead of wasting the other ones like I keep doing. Nice big AoE will open up nicely. There's the Armor of Faith. Ah! Who did I just click with? Durance. Uh-oh. No! Did I just cause Durance to get disengagement? Where is he? Adair. Go back to hitting your closest neighbor again. Oh, we're being attacked. Next, I somehow selected him? I don't even know how I did that. Oh, I lost selection of Durance because he became confused. Charmed. Oh. Oh, just outright charmed. That's not you. That's not good news. Can you charm him back? Does that work? I'm genuinely unsure. Did it happen? Whisper of Treason hits Yaskier. Now he's charmed on my side. Okay. Well, that's one way to deal with that, I guess. Alright, now charm Durance back to our team. There we go. Now they're both on my team. Counter, counter, double, triple, auto, mega twist, plot twist. You're not charmed, right? You're good? You're weakened, though. There's so many effects happening here. Combusting wounds, blinded. Damage coming from... Yep. Wow. 54 damage over 12 seconds across 2 elements for... Wow. 100? That's 110 damage over the course of 12 seconds. That's a lot. This is getting kind of incomprehensible. Gotta hope for the best. Hey, Durance, you're on our team again. I can't do anything with you? Right. He's currently charmed, which gives him a green circle, but he's still not controllable by me. There's a lot happening here. If we could do something to Felisa, that'd be helpful. We have all these wounds to spend. I'd like to just send her flying. Grieving Mother's really in bad shape now. Can I control her yet? She's terrified. But I technically have control over her. She has no build-up, though. Endurance I have control over. No, I don't. Having a little trouble telling who I have control over at the moment. I think a frighten might actually help right about now. Ah, so what failed with the prone happening. Let's try that again. Ooh, that looks like it worked. Looks like she's going backwards. Zawa's now low on endurance. Second wind will help out with that a bit. Are you mine yet again? No. Are you properly theirs again? And Grieving Mother is down. We're probably going to want to establish that self-heal right around now. Alright, the game's currently making a case for mental defenses right about now. There are so many negative effects stacked on Eder that they're not even all taking. Like, the -10 accuracy from Frighten is currently suppressed because there's another Frighten effect happening that's even stronger, I guess. So for one more second he's confused, then it'll be mine. There we go. So now the only one I've lost is Jaskier, who's currently... Stop being charmed. Endurance. He's also charmed. But he's on my team for one more... So his charm wears off in 1 second. And we'll see which side that affects next. Please prone the shit out of her. Just need her to stop doing things. It's really bad when she does things. Are you mine again yet? There we go. Just hit everybody. Sawa, no. A little hard to tell what I'm even looking at right now. There's Zawa. Just don't leave the healer range. There we go. Aren't you supposed to be automatically activating Swift Strikes? Right, that's the other ability. Let's go with aggressive. I think that one uses Force of Anguish. It's Torment's Reach. He needs to... I need him burning through his resources here while he has them. Let's cause some proper damage to these guys. Right. Now that you're not mind controlled, I can hopefully properly do a bunch of anti-vessel spell casting. Because you're good at that. Get out of there. Yeah. Triple paralyze. And then go for the additional target here. There we go. Some Dargles are going down. Yep, 2 skirmishers. The leader went down. Oh yeah. Once the fight's kind of free to happen, they really don't stand a chance. Holy crap, this guy can take a hit though. It's you, the Beguiler. I just noticed his name. So the Beguiler was likely the one that was controlling everybody. So if I targeted him sooner, this might have gone better.
I could go for some shut-eye about now.
That's the big danger. Exceptional plate armor. Whoa, look at that defense stat. That's way the hell up there. How does that compare to what you've got now? You've got 11. This thing has 16. That is way up there. But we have reduced disease and poison effects, bonus DR against fire, and 1 constitution. You know what? I'm not totally convinced that those things are better than just having a mountain more DR. This plate is so up there, it might actually be better than those options there. Well, that's a cool looking character right there. If a tad generic. And also his helm isn't as shiny as the rest of them. It's slightly distracting. Would it be this guy? No. Yeah. Looks like a Demon Souls character now. With that kind of hat. We're playing dress up. That kind of fits actually. But this one just emphasizes how ridiculously armored he is right now. 1 resolve, 1 perception. Ah. That's my bad. You were wearing a helm that actually had stats. I forgot about that because there's very few of those at the moment. A bit of a mistake on my part. Well, Grieving Mother's leveled up again. So yeah, if I had my people target him, especially the flankers that I have, if they targeted the Beguiler sooner, we might have been able to significantly cut off how much was happening. I didn't notice the Beguiler, so I kind of inherently assumed that the vampire leader was the one that was really going after us. But perhaps I was wrong. A new tier of powers requiring 50 focus. Ringleader imprints an insidious and powerful compulsion to obey the cipher across all enemies in the area of effect, dominating the target and charming all others. Whoa. An AoE charm is pretty scary because that's what I've been specializing as with this character. So being able to make one character dominated and then everyone around them charmed would really, like, that'd be a problem. Borrowed instinct. Ransacks an enemy's intellect and perception for energy, causing damage to those enemy attributes while boosting the cipher's defenses and accuracy. Minus 10 intellect, minus 8 intellect, minus 8 perception for half a minute. I get 20 melee accuracy, 20 ranged accuracy, 20 deflection, 20 fortitude, 20 reflex, 20 will. It's a lot of defenses. Detonate. Splinters the target's soul with sheer force, inflicting raw damage to them. Targets with low endurance explode, causing crush damage to all in the area of effect. Wow. Doesn't say how much. It says how much raw damage happens. It actually doesn't say anything about how much crush damage happens. Sounds like they're destroyed and then do a 2-meter push around them that knocks everyone back. I think. I can only guess. It doesn't say that the attack itself or the explosion that sometimes happens. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that either of those push. So I'm just assuming that that push is the explosion happening, but I'm not really sure. Tactical meld. Connects the mind of the cipher with an ally to gain the ally's knowledge of his or her enemy, bestowing an attack bonus upon the cipher towards the enemy the ally is attacking. Plus 20 accuracy when attacking the same enemy as the target for half a minute. Neat. If you just sync them up, they can do a lot of shotgun damage potentially. Although she attacks so slowly though that I don't know how many hits that'll get off. That's a lot of damage. This huge bonus just makes her all the more effective, and Ringleader is just really exciting. I think I'm going for those two. Like Tactical Meld's 20 accuracy when you're attacking the same target. The Borrowed Instinct is just 20 accuracy, and also many other things. But it has to work, of course. Accuracy plus 10 versus their will. You have to hope that it can hit. But conceptually, Ringleader is just nuts. Just a big, scary AoE. Alright, well, Edo's been craving a nap for a while. Let's give it to him.
Yeah.
Different time of day once again. Grieving Mother now is 37. It changes every time I level. Gets a bit more passive starting point. Well, we're just encountering people left and right that are in the middle of something mischievous and attack us on sight. There was the elves with a slave, then there was the slavers with, ironically enough, not a slave, and then there was the vampire nightmare cannibal people. So all around, it's just not a good time being outside. Place sucks. There's one Lagufeth. It's my first time to see one. They look like fish lizards. Huh. They remind me of Gollum in the animated movie, where he looked way less human than the Andy Serkis version. Well. Let's have you two take the front line. And you two take the back line, because these guys are definitely going to flank. We don't want that happening. And while it's happening, you two can help focus here. Maybe a little closer. That'll be a nice starting point. Is there a reason I can't use any of these? Is it because you're not in... Okay, she probably had to be in combat first. Ringleader. Let's see how effective this turns out to be. And just like that, we don't have any enemies over there. Okay. How long is that gonna last for? Charmed for 15 seconds. 15. Alright. You guys can take out the spellcaster back there while we're at it. I'm gonna try not to get flanked when they change teams. Oops, misclick. Okay. Everybody focus the bad guy. This guy's only charmed for a few more seconds, so I better get the fuck over here. Yep, that's exactly what I was worried about. Whoa, did you just change teams again? Dominated for 20 seconds. What happened there? Oh, Durance. Durance's equipment that dominates people happened again. What a cool item. It's so cool that he can just dominate people on hits and crits. Just yet another thing that makes people change teams. Still working on this. Ah. Only have to do like 120 more damage, and then we'll have the next level. Well, things are going alright. That domination's lasting a while, too. There we go. And right on cue. Timing there. Okay, come on, Eder. You gotta work with me here. Oh, we're good. Not too bad. So far, this area is a relatively clean and clear. There's a couple of threats, though. You got the domination problem was a real thing that I had to deal with. And then right after that, we had to deal with the other issue. Didn't get these the first time around, I guess. Oh, hey. We had the domination, then we had the scroll of revival. Neat. The domination problem, then there was the blights that were undamageable, was a real problem for me. But nothing over the top so far. What is that? Greyjaw. The Coil of Resourcefulness. -1 weapon change recovery. +15 trap accuracy. +1 dexterity. So I'm guessing that that means if you lay a trap, you have an increased chance of it succeeding. Is my takeaway. I don't change weapons too much. I pretty much stick with what people normally have. But I guess is what? Negative change recovery sounds like it's bad, right? But maybe it's a good thing. Maybe they mean that the recovery is one less long, because it's supposed to be about resourcefulness. The simple belt isn't much to look at, but it's been a favorite of savvy adventurers for years. Its snug but comfortable fit and its myriad pouches, sheaths, and loops allow the wearer quick access to weapons and tools. Armorers and leatherworkers have tried over the years to replicate the Coil of Resourcefulness, or even to improve it, but the ideal design remains a matter of controversy. All anyone can agree on is that none of the recently produced belts are as good as the original. Every few years, however, an adventurer will show up in an inn, campfire, or hunting lodge claiming to wear the original Coil of Resourcefulness. Speculation will run rampant once again, as the supporters and detractors compare the most recent specimen to the various and contradictory accounts from old adventurers' journals. Well, I think you benefit from dexterity, so it's a good consideration to have. Journal page. Day 4. Took down another stag today. Still not enough hides to make this trip worth it. Day 6. Blizzard coming. Staying put until it passes. Day 9. Close call with a pair of ogres. Lucky they didn't see us. Day 11. Tracking a large bear that Nurin spotted from the ridge. Might even be Greyjaw. My grandfather told stories about him. Wouldn't that be something if we were the ones to finally kill him? Day 12. It's definitely Greyjaw. We're dangerously close to the Ogre Cavern. But we've got Greyjaw trapped, and his hide is too valuable to pass up. The three of us should be able to handle one bear. Nope. That's gonna be a nope. Big nope. Unsuccessful. That's not the belt. I don't know why I clicked on that. There we go. +1 dexterity. That increases his action speed, which, as the punch spammer, is probably a good fit. I don't see any reason to avoid a bear that we've seen so far. Aside from the danger, I guess. When's that ever stopped me, besides when it literally stops me the way a brick wall might? That's different, though. What the fuck? Bye! Alright. You can see you can see him going. Look at him go. I choose the best times to pause this game. Alright, well. Back to that. Well, he's dominated, because Durance had to go and dominate him, which makes this all very confusing. Get him anyway. Fuck him up. Domination doesn't do me a lot when he's our only enemy and we're all here to fight him. We need more focus before I can try that. So my chance haven't triggered on him yet? There we go. Oh, I haven't been clicking on that one. There we go. I've been doing the wrong chant series on accident. Bummer. Let's rip it out of his brain. Is it the right one? Rawr. That worked. So now she's stronger. That dragon thrashed, the dragon wailed. So soon he's going to be triggering a second tier of it. Yep, there it goes. You can see 2 stacks of the dragon thrashed, the dragon wailed. And the duration of it, yeah. You can see in the bottom left corner there, the linger effect is almost as long as it takes to do the next stack. So you functionally always have 2 stacks of it at once. That's good. What? That math doesn't work the way I thought it would. That's interesting. This thing says 12 burn damage per 3 seconds. So let's get into the math here of what's interesting about what I just learned. So I was afraid that damage reduction would be very strong against this ability, because if this guy has, like, say 5 DR for burn and slash, like, equally, then you would take burn and slash and you would remove 5 from each, and then it'd be doing 7 burn and 7 slash per 3 seconds, and that's just all around weaker. But you look at this. Accuracy minus reflection, roll 85, hit, DR, blah 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 blah. Okay, so it says that he has DR of 5. Which also I'm a little confused there. I thought I said he had DR of 20. Says he has damage reduction of 20. But who knows how that works per element, I suppose. Anyway, what it appears to do is it appears to calculate how much burn damage is going to happen over the course of the 20 seconds. Yeah. So it calculates the full 12 seconds, which is the original casting time plus the linger, which is 60.5 burn damage. Then it subtracts. It does -5. Yeah, it says 60.5 minus DR 5.0 for 55.5 burn over 12 seconds. So that means instead of what I thought it would happen, which is the DR being applied every tick, the 3-second intervals that the description gives, instead it looks like the way it calculates out is that it figures out the overall amount of duration, and then it just does that amount of damage, all in one damage over time. It calculates the full effect. So there's a lot going on here. Really, it adds to my previous complaint, which is that a lot of the stuff is really overcomplicated in how it explains itself in a way that just, I feel like, muddies the water. Like, it's a, like, I get the idea that you have a casting time where a chant is happening during the casting time, and then there's linger effect. That's a quirk of being a chanter, and that's core to how that works. And our intelligence or whatever is increasing this over time, and that's our goal. So that's fine. But then they insist on saying per 3 seconds. And I'm like, why? Why not just say damage per second the way that every game ever does? Why specifically break it down to intervals of 3? Like, that, it's not like that's the duration or the linger effect. All these different spells have all over the place amounts of duration and linger that are not the same thing as 3. This is 4.8, this is 3.2, this one's 6.4. Like, why was 3 somehow a more reasonable interval to explain all of your numbers based on, instead of 1 second, which is just straightforward, like that's your damage per second. But an additional confusion is that phrasing it like this makes me think that, oh, it must be reapplying a dot every 3 seconds. So every 3 seconds it's redoing a 12 damage per 3 seconds dot over and over again, right? But then you get into the damage log, and actually what it's doing is it's calculating the overall duration, which is 12 seconds, and then doing 1 dot for that duration that just counts down for that entire amount of time. And that's just stranger. I don't know. Either way, I have the answer now, which is that DR is only applied once over the course of the entire 12-second damage over time effect, which makes it way more powerful of a damage over time effect. In this case, yeah, it's doing 100 damage over the course of 12 seconds. And that's just from the passive chanting he's doing, not counting any of the combat that everyone's doing around him at once. So that's scary. And that's very effective. And there they go. Yeah, I don't know why they describe things as being per 3 seconds. What? No, you startled me. I didn't see what that was. Yeah, it's not like it explains what the level up did anyway. You have to remember what it was like before and see what's different. At the moment it gives me 1 resolve, 1 dexterity, and if I get hit by a crit, it'll confuse somebody once per encounter. I think the confuse is the new thing. Yeah, the confuse is probably the new thing, because my new goal is to confuse somebody 15 times with it, which will just happen on its own. Okay. Yeah, I was just already clicking while it happened, so it popped up and got dismissed immediately. Like, another example of this is Edair's passive heal over time that he always has. God, he has a lot of effects on this character at this point. He's become a really complicated list of effects. And it's probably an ability, yeah. Oh yeah, I can't even... Yeah, I still can't unpack what the fuck is happening in this tooltip. Okay, the 7.1 is the base value, 4.5 is from the other talent I got, and then 2.8 is probably from his cape, or whatever item he's wearing that augments constant recovery. So that's fine. Adding those three numbers together, that's fine. But why is it said per 3 seconds for 47 seconds? Like, this compounds the why is it talked about in intervals of 3 seconds with the fact that it says that it has a duration of almost 50 seconds, even though it's supposed to be a passive that's literally always active during combat. I don't know, maybe that's how long it lingers after combat's over, except no, because we're out of combat right now and it's not there. I have no idea why the game says it has a total duration where it ends, because as far as I can tell, that skill doesn't end. It just doesn't have an endpoint. Sorry, Greyjaw, we murdered the shit out of you.
Huh?
Because you existed, basically. We're clearing the map. Like, that makes it better, right? Oh, yeah. There's gonna be a thing up here. Oh, yeah. Take a step back. That's definitely... Alright, so next episode we deal with whatever's in that direction. Which might be their HQ, hiding way up in that corner.